Good evening, everybody. My name is Sean Stam. I am joined by the one, the only Justin Yaw tonight. We got a duel in the desert live from Avondale, Arizona. Welcome to Phoenix. Justin, how is it going?
It's going good, Sean. Glad to be here in the desert of the sun. Phoenix is the track. The bump and run is the series. And it ought to be a fun duel tonight in the desert.
It is, and man, look at the qualifying results already popping up on the left side of your screen. And man, I noticed that we missed some interviews last week on that top three finishing at Daytona. I believe we have that second place finisher right now in our waiting room. Let's bring him up. Matthew, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Man, doing all right. Cannot wait for the race tonight. What's kind of going through your mind as you now have finished up qualifying and about to enter the race?
I felt I kind of had a bad qualifying run. Second lap, I tapped the wall, just not even thinking about it. I think I was just a little bit in my head, but I've been running pretty good here all week, so we'll see. I think I got some good opportunities as long as I can stay out of the mess through the dog leg. Keep it alive. I think I got a really good long run car.
It's going to be so fun to watch, especially with those open setups. Anybody that you would like to thank for, especially last week getting P2 at the high banks of super speedway racing?
Tonight I'd like to thank my team. I'm running with Kyler McCarthy and Robbie in this league. We run other leagues together, but we're all in separate teams. So here tonight, we get in this league, we get to run together kind of on friendly terms, and it's been fun. So, we worked really well together at Daytona. Unfortunately, sometimes when it gets to the white flag, I become a bad teammate because I get a little greedy. But big shout out to those guys. It's always fun running with them. I look forward to this race. Hopefully we can do well tonight too.
Appreciate your time, Matthew, and best of luck to you tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Got the winner of Daytona last week now up in the booth with us, Kyler McCarthy. You got a copy, buddy?
Loud and clear, man.
Kyler, how you doing? What's going through your mind going into Phoenix tonight? And kind of walk us through that last lap, if you remember it, last week there at Daytona.
It was just we kind of just ride as a team, and we kind of just was like, we needed to run as it was. We knew we had numbers of strength with me, Robbie, and Fitz, and that's what we did. And Fitz kind of unfortunately blew our cover, but all in all, for us to go 1-2-4 as a team was ultimately the best we could have out of the two options we had.
Well, appreciate your quick little word in with us. Anybody that you would like to thank that makes this possible for you to come out and race with us these Tuesday nights?
Yeah, I definitely got to thank these guys at nitrosetupshop.com. Russ, Patrick, Jimmy, all these guys, Clayton, Johnny Taylor, all these guys that put a bunch of time and effort into these Nitro Setup shops, make them fast each and every week. All my supporters, my family, my friends, appreciate y'all watching last week and tuning in. We'll start in 11th here tonight. Got a little bit of a hole, but nothing we can't dig out of and be there at the end for.
Appreciate you having a word in with us, Kyler. And those drivers that are listening, if you finish top three here tonight, be sure make your way down to that broadcast interview room after the race. Kyler, best of luck to you tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, Justin, this is what we've all been waiting for. It looks like these drivers about ready to kick off the race here tonight. Everybody's all rolling. Cameron King is slapping it on the pole. Tyler Massey right there beside. Then Alex Pollock, Robert Hooligan, Cornelius Brown, the one, the only Brian Huntley Jr. in that 88.
Yeah, Cornelius had a great run going last weekend. Got a lap down, got it back. Was really making some hay right there, and them guys ought to be strong tonight. Good-looking qualifying laps here. Not a whole lot separate this top 10. You can really throw a blanket over these guys. Going to be interesting to see which strategy they take, Sean, whether they want to go to the high side, kind of run that middle bottom lane, or if they're just going to hug that line. And, obviously everybody's going to watch the dog leg. That seems to be the hot spot here at Phoenix.
Yeah, I think that especially on these restarts, we're going to see these drivers fan out 4 and 5 wide. As a matter of fact, green flag is out. Here we go. Cameron King, field is in your hands.
King going to get down through the dog leg, back and around they go. 2 by 2. The second and third going to swap positions there. King going to lead us on through. Pollock going to bring up second. Massey third. And Hooligan going to round out the top four as we go down through the backstretch, 2 by 2 from about 10th on back. So some really good racing. Now, Sean, what do you think the keys are here at Phoenix tonight?
Gonna be, I mean, you got to keep the tires on this thing. Oh boy, here comes Alex Pollock down to the inside. Is he going to make the pass on Cameron King? Oh, Cameron opens up the corner, able to get that better run off. But Justin, I appreciate you asking that, especially as early as this is. I think tire wear is going to be a huge factor here tonight, as we will kind of transition as well into the night hours here in Phoenix. Going to be a completely different track than what we're just now starting out on now.
Yeah, as you can see, Pollock's got a great run right there through the dog leg. He's going to try to, I guess the words of Dale Jr., slide job. Pollock going to make the pass on King, but King not going to go away too shyly. Going to come back on the bottom. Now, Sean, I believe if it's me, I want to stay on that bottom side. I think you can make a little hay there, or, you know, I mean, it's a little early for me, but you could pull an Eric Almirola and just put somebody in the wall. That's just my 2 cents on that. But, you know, what do I know? He gets paid a lot of money, and I get paid to sit here and eat supper on a Tuesday night watching this race with you. But I appreciate the opportunity. But, man, these 2 front guys putting on a show right quick is the top 3 kind of pulling away from Hooligan and Fitz and Huntley.
Yeah, I mean, this is being an open setup with these drivers, so I think we will see a bunch of comers and goers, especially as this track continues to change for running in these sunlight hours. Our biggest mover of the day so far is actually back here in 18th. About Cameron Smith, that Chase Elliott-esque paint scheme. Looking around the outside, trying to get Anthony. Matter of fact, makes that work. Cameron, I think he botched his qualities. Ooh, DeWalt's Camry in the wall up top of your screen, but Cameron, he's our biggest mover, and he's got the pace showing it. Matter of fact, we're in a 28.7 last lap by, and that's while passing cars. Good run for Cameron.
He's got that soft compound tire on there.
Yeah,
what it
no
is.
kidding.
Almost 3 wide back here. Holy Toledo's.
Oh boy, hang on to her, boys. 39, 23, 18. Matter of fact, now the 97 getting put 3 wide. Hang on to her.
He balked it off the wall.
That could have been a lot worse than what it was, Justin.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. 3 wide coming on that corner. Now, I don't know. I don't think, me personally, I don't want to be 3 wide off that corner. If it's on the inside or the outside, I'm going to let that kind of fizzle out there. It takes one bad bump right there, you're in the wall, you're in the pits, and then you got a quick repair you're having to tow, and it could put a damper on your night real quick.
So going back to what you said, Justin, about running that bottom line, I mean, you can cut all of that dog leg off here, but going back to that bottom, look at the 20 of Alex. He's really able to get his car to rotate and stick on that bottom, not burn off the rear tires on exit. But now Cameron King is going to get another great run. I think going to think better of it is we have a yellow flag on the speedway.
Caution is out.
But Caleb Hunt, Xavier is involved as well. Let's take a look. Brought to you by Stamp Studio Network here.
Ooh, a lick and a half right there.
Was that?
That mark.
Sorry.
Did he just hit the apron right there? I wonder. It just kind of shot up the track.
We're going to have to get a way better look here. Okay, here we go. This is back where this thing first happened with Robert. Ooh.
Bang.
Oh, my gosh.
Bang. Ooh.
Huge impact. Might have to look at that one again. I wonder what sent that number 70 Oreo machine down to the inside line. Was it contact with the 8? No, just trying to get aggressive on the dog leg.
Nah, I think he got on the apron there a little bit, and it just kind of shot him around.
Big time.
And I'm wondering, yeah, and you hate it right there for what is that? I think the 20, 23, 25, something around them numbers. Starts with a 2, close enough. But just hate that. That's wrong place, wrong time for the man. Obviously, that's probably going to be a quick little toe unless you can limp it on back through there. But, man, what a tough break.
One more look here, and there goes the 70 to the left side of your screen, I believe. As he just gets out of frame here, and then gets contact with the 23. The 23 of Miguel Campo there was probably thinking, what in the hell was that? come up smoked out of nowhere, but unfortunate run, like you said, Justin, for all these cars involved.
It's a tough way to get you first caution. Going to have to go in. You know, if you can limp it around, I don't think you'll be in too much of a trouble. But if you had to tow right there, and being that this is Phoenix, not an overly big track, laps down are going to be big, and especially, you know, you're towards the back. You know, if you get a good set of tires here, you can make some hay, but you're really going to have to hope for that next caution to come out.
So this is good timing for us because as we were talking with Kyler before the race here, we can bring up our points after race 1 of the season, last week. And yeah, there you have Kyler up at the top, Matthew Fitz, Robbie there, P3 overall in the points. Robert, then Robbie, and then Nicholas there in 5th place. So Justin, hopefully you're able to come on board with me every Tuesday night for these guys, as I think we're going to be in for a great season, as well as, I mean, a league name like Bump and Run Racing. I don't know about you, but man, if I saw that, I'd want to be sitting my butt on the couch and maybe drink in hand little potato chips.
You got to bump it before you run it.
Yeah. I'd like to shout out here Brian for having us on board here tonight. He's having a really nice run. He was nervous coming into Phoenix with his practice times, but hey, he's up to P5 now in that number 88 Shane Van Gisbergen paint scheme. Alex,
Yeah, I dig that.
field is in your hands.
Here we go. Alex Pollock going to lead us back to the green flag as it's going to fly as we are back racing in the desert. Alex going to take it to the bottom. King going to take it to the outside as we're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 to the field. It's Huntley going to be trying to look here. Looking inside 4. It's Pollock going to get cleared up front and make some hay. Got one car on the wall back there in the back, but they're still side by side between McCarthy and Huntley.
We are now side by side for the lead once again. Here comes Cameron King cutting that dog leg just a little bit more, and oh boy, the sun is intense here in the desert. It's bouncing up off the track, right into our cameraman's eyes. Hopefully he's not blind there.
We got to pay him a little more.
No kidding. Oh, side
Instead
by
of
side.
1 bag of Doritos, it's 2 bag Doritos.
How about that 17 Tyler Massey keeping B3 work on the outside, that Halloween-inspired paint scheme. Harvest
Yeah,
number
Tyler
17.
really making it work up there. And here's Fitz. I mean, Fitz had a great run last week. Obviously made some stuff happen, and here he is right now running for P4. Now, Sean, I think it's going to be interesting to see if we get going on a green flag run here. Do you want to try to stay out and maybe lead a couple of laps, or do you want to try to hit pit road a little early and try to get a fresh set of Goodyear tires and a lot of Sunoco fuel in there and try to see what you can do, because we're only going 110 laps here.
Oh boy, this is why I get paid to be the producer and commentator. Can't pay me enough to get up on that pit box, and oh man, that's such a tough question, Justin. I guess it depends. You got to see where your tire wear is at, how the car is feeling, but I don't know about you. I know you run way more short tracks than I do, but especially in those cookie cutters, I feel I can kind of save that right front a little bit more, run just a little bit longer, and that's kind of been my strategy throughout the last season of iRacing. But I don't know, Justin, especially these next-gen cars, is maybe the shortcut the way to go if it works without a caution coming out?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's a little bit different. You know, we've talked about it in a lot of our past streams. It's a lot different, these next-gen cars versus, you know, the old Gen 6 car. You can really kind of get more aggressive. And you can kind of race a little more aggressive. Body gives a little bit more. You don't have to worry about damage as bad. Man, you break a toe link or something like that, and it's going to set you back as we're side by side for the lead between Pollock and King as they dive it off back in there. Great racing between these two up here at the front. But don't count out Massey. He's kind of sitting there in the catbird seat. We got a little contact. Nah, that ain't contact. That's a love tap.
That's racing right there. Man, we saw
Oh,
a
yes,
switchback between King and Pollock. Justin, compared to the short tracks that, I mean, you know, got the 4 turns, I think really only 3 here in Phoenix, and can use that dog leg to your advantage. What is kind of the difference of Phoenix in your eyes behind the driver's seat compared to other short tracks in the nation?
man, Matt's going to throw that block there. You know, later in the race, then them blocks are going to become less and less friendly. They're going to come a lot more aggressive and a lot more often. I feel like Phoenix really drives. It drives like a short track. It's not your traditional, obviously, being the size that it is. These corners that, you know, they don't have a lot of banking. To me, it's more maybe of like a 5 flags, maybe kind of a lane type feel. Not a lot of banking. So you really got to watch your throttle control as well. Which for me is brown here. But you really got to watch your throttle control. And it's different with a dog leg. 1 and 2 right through there, you really got to watch it and make sure you save, you know, some tires there for the end. Obviously, you're going to have to at least pit once before the end of this race. So, you know, you want to try to drive hard now and figure out where your car can kind of be at later. You want to try to save it a little bit and maybe make a run at it later on the show.
We just have great battling all throughout the pack. This is for 19th and 20th. Terry and Brandon. It's Terry, Dougie, Brandon, McGee going at it. And I know that, I mean, the short track racing, it's not for every NASCAR driver, as weird as that may sound. Some, like myself, like that cookie cutter mile and a half. Some like that,
Maybe
you know.
some dirt racing.
Yeah, some dirt racing, some 5 flags, short track racing. And iRacing offers it all, as well as the road course side of things. Don't even get me started there. But hey, if you guys are at home watching this without a subscription, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, this is so much fun to rip around. I mean, any track that you can think of. And man, I bet somebody else that's having quite a bit of fun right now is these 2 drivers. Brian getting into the side of Kyler.
Oh. First of all, I want to say is we're going to have caution on the speedway from 24 Kyler McCarthy, last week's winner. We're going to bring out our second caution here at Phoenix. And Sean, I think that's just a case of that was my spot. I wanted to. Kyler coming drift down just a little bit. Brian's nose was there. How about a shout out though from McCarthy? What a save right there. That thing could have went every which way but sideways, and he did a good job of saving it.
Yeah, that thing could have been a day ender, man. Great call. Let's take that aerial cam footage. He left the door open. Oh boy, that's tough, Justin. What are you seeing there?
Yeah, to me personally, McCarthy leaves the bottom open. He tries to get back down there. He sees Huntley take the slot away there, and man, a little too late, little too late right there. But McCarthy going to slide it around. I don't know, you know. That's going to come key into play right there. He just locked him up right there, slid it around. Going to be tough to see here, but we'll get it straightened out. I think he'll be quite all right. He's got a fast number 24 hot rod.
Topping
We're going to ride him on board.
Brian Huntley here right behind him. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, sir, you are good. It looks like Brian just had a heck of a run. I mean, coming down to there, he had a heck of a run. And Kyler with a little bit of a late block. You know, just good racing there. It just both of them fighting for the spot, and it just goes the way of Kyler going to catch a little of a spin. Hopefully, didn't flat spot the tires too bad there, Sean.
Yeah, and I'm missing in my notes right now. I did not check. I wonder if I can pull up in the UI real fast on how many tire sets these drivers have for us tonight. I think I can. Stick with us 1 second. 70% fuel with a max tire change of 4 sets. So, I mean, we're definitely going to get some strategy here tonight. As you see, this is why these drivers are passing up pit lane right now. We do have Richard Johns as well as Austin and the 97 in the pits as well. But I thought that we'd see at least a few more takers for this caution, now being almost 30 laps into the race. But I guess these guys, they know what's coming. They got 4 sets left available. Gonna be a long way to go, even though it's, I mean, we're only lap 25 out of 110 here. Pace car's off.
So here we go, baby. Going to come back around. We're going to come to lap number 26. We're going back to the dog leg here. It's the cactus. Still showing yellow on the screen. And we're going to change it to green and back to green flag racing here at Phoenix. We're going to span out. Huntley to the bottom of the racetrack. Got third, looking for second. Not sure what happened there for Pollock. He's going to fall. Is Massey going to take second? John, what a start there for the 17 hot
Oh
rod.
no, we got some contact between Huntley and that's yellow number 20 of Alex Pollock. 3 wide. Back here for P5 is, oh my gosh, 23 got way up the track in the loose stuff, making contact with the safer barrier. I thought the 24 of Kyler was about to send Nicholas around. I mean, yes, you are door quarter clear at that point, but oh my gosh, we are dueling in the desert here tonight. 24.
As we're coming up on a quarter of a way through this race. A lot of beating, a lot of banging, and not a whole lot of forgiving when you dive it off in there. I'm really interested to see how aggressive does Kyler McCarthy try to work his way back through the field here. He's already up to 8th.
The restart and the dog leg cutting that time was wild. I think each and every restart as this race continues to tick closer and closer to the end, we're going to see drivers get closer and closer to that inside wall on the dog leg on the restart. I think if you have the outside line here, Justin, on the restart, you better hope that you're timing it just as good as you can. I think every driver on that inside line, look at the 12 here, Joshua Small. I mean, cut so much of the track off, but then you compromise the entry here into 3.
You're using a lot of tire going from the bottom all the way up there, and then you got to really get on the brakes right there to get it loaded up under that really flat corner there.
There's Bobby Bice taking away P4 from Brian Huntley. Excuse me, Robbie Bice.
Robbie Bice is nice.
There you go.
Up.
Looks like it too. I wonder if the pressures of all of these different drivers or the tire pressures, you can change that in this open series as Brian once again getting a little bit loose out of turn 2 is now Alex continuing to drop spots. Wonder if missed an adjustment that last pit stop is, oh boy, track conditions continuing to change here in Avondale.
Yeah, they're starting to really get tight. I think you're going to start seeing a lot of cars maybe lack off a little bit on the aggressive side here. We're 31 laps into this thing. We're a quarter of a way almost through it. Or I guess we are a quarter of a way through it. King and Massey really going to start going through it, trying to figure out which line runs better.
You can see that glare on the track too. It's, I mean, pretty much only glaring off the tire rubber at this point. Just a little bit earlier in the race, I mean, I was almost getting blinded up here in the booth, had to put on some sunglasses, but now, I mean, not sure if they have the time acceleration multiplier up just a little bit more, but you can see the lights. If not, that's just a little bit left of the sunset, putting down a shadow now on the track, so keep an eye for some comers and some goers at this point. It's, once again, only 70% fuel for our drivers.
Yeah, 70% fuel, only 4 sets of tires. I mean, you know, right now I don't think tires are really the concern. The concern is really going to come to that pull. Oh, Huntley into the wall. Is Pollock going to look on the inside here? Woo! Huntley hit that wall a ton. Man, what a pop.
Let's take a look at the replay here. I believe it is. This is coming to the start-finish line. Huntley trying to make the outer line work, getting to the gas a bit too early, and I guess that was last time by. There was Brandon McKee goes around. Still no caution out as he reversed it. There it goes. Okay, woo.
I was about to say, where's the caution?
Thought we were gonna have
No. Get out the way. Attaboy, Brandon. Attaboy. Proud of you. Good call.
Brandon
Get out
McKee
the way.
at number 31, red and black Chevy Camaro. Let's take a look, see what happens to him.
I know Brandon having a tough start to the season. He had a tough race last weekend in Daytona. It's a tough start there for the 31 hot rod.
Oh, dogleg transition again.
Ooh.
Look at him try to hang on to that car, steer it right immediately, get on and off the gas pedal, the brake, and oh man, that you hate that for the 31. We'll take one more look here. It looks like pit stops are actually open, so we will cut to the race off pit road, and then take one more look.
Guys, we're gonna get ready. see what all is going on. Got to really maintain your pit speed. Make sure you get there clean. Make sure you keep it under the speed limit. Make sure you get a good stop. Make sure you check your margin laps. I ain't gonna lie, Sean. I didn't know what margin laps was till about 2 weeks ago. I asked one of the guys in our group, and I was like, "What is this?" And they're like, "It packs a little more fuel in there." I was like, "You mean I could have made? I lost a race a couple weeks ago because I ran out of fuel, and I was so mad.
Oh.
Now knowing this, it just makes it even worse."
Especially at a track like Phoenix, where it's such just an interesting pit road, that you can totally, like you've seen firsthand, Justin, make or break your race as you come to the end of it. Looks like Brandon actually staying out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he'll come back down through there here in just a little bit.
We will see, as now we'll hop on board with Brandon on this last incident. This is the transition to the dog leg. It's that rough. It'll send your ass around.
Yeah, it'll get. Hey, you know, in football, when the guy's running and he gets tripped up, that's a turf monster. That right there's the curb monster. Thing jumped up, bit him, and around he went.
Oh, around part 2 here. I think he's just giving us, our fans over there in Rattlesnake Hill, just as a bit of a show.
Brandon, we still got a lot of laps, buddy. You did not win the race. Can't celebrate that early.
Hey, I appreciate everybody joining in, watching live on Stam Studio Network. We see you there, and hey, I know it's still a little bit early, but maybe one to watch. Interested on our viewers' picks as we approach halfway here in just a little bit. But I asked the viewers there one to watch. Justin, do you have a driver to watch here early that could possibly make their way down into victory lane?
Yeah, I've been very impressed, obviously, with the top 2 right there. But one that's sneaking up, I'm telling you, got to watch, is either Bice or Fitz. Them guys just kind of biding their time, really haven't been racing super, super hard. But I think you got to keep your eye on that number 28 of Robbie Bice. He's sneaky good here. But don't count out Kyler McCarthy, last week's winner. Man has made a lot of steam after his contact earlier with Brian, and he has got some steam coming this way.
I think everybody that is going to have some steam, at least on this restart, is going to be every driver except the 31. I mean, I'm showing lights out on the pace car, 31. This is going to be interesting, guys. Oh boy, gonna have to see what happens here on
Let's go, Brandon!
older tires. So, oh boy, Brandon versus Cameron on that front row.
I think it's Brandon versus everybody right now.
Oh boy, yeah, you are exactly right. The cutting of the dog leg of P4, 5, or excuse me, 3rd, 5th, 7th, everybody on that inside line. Watch it here to get around the slower, older tires of Brandon.
Sean, you know the in all the cartoons, they got the little angel and the devil on his shoulder. That angel on the right's like, get out the way. That devil. Holy cow, I can't speak. As we're back racing in the deserts, they're gonna fan out, and Brandon is scared to death. Poor guys just trying to get some laps there. Robbie Bice looking inside and saying, oh my goodness. Oh, what a shot by Kyler McCarthy. Holy Moses, on a rocket-powered pogo stick.
That could have been huge as we continue to see Brandon McKee losing out on positions. But could this be a strategy call just to save an extra tire set for the end of the race? As we're still getting good battling going on between the dog leg here. Nicholas Schell makes his way up to P6 after that restart.
Yeah, and I'm curious right now. Kyler gave him a huge bump. So I'm wondering how much damage it's a 24 got and how much is that going to affect him later on in the race. It's 31 kind of trying to do some Tokyo drift back there.
Oh, you can see it, man. Kyler McCarthy's front nose is caved in. That's a commentator curse right there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I apologize. It's on me. Hand of accountability. That's on me, Kyler.
Man, I guess I hate to say it, but I honestly would have chosen him as my one to watch, too. So, Justin, I'm right there with you. Look who continues, I guess, had a little bit tougher stop on pit road, slower stop, excuse me, but Brian Huntley found a 10th spot as the pace to be running where he's at, but I think I saw him get passed by 1 or 2 cars last lap. These great battles continue all throughout the track. Here is Terry Dougie, our one Canadian driver in the field.
Terry. Go get him, Terry.
Might have to see some maple tree sap. Terry Dougie there is, yeah, once again, our only Canadian driver in the field tonight, so that's pretty special. Back up to the
So we're going to check back in here with the front. It's King and Massey still going at it. These old boys, they have been going at it a lot these last really 20 laps. They got Pollock out of the picture and said, let's dance. And, boy, they are doing some tangoing up front.
Tyler Massey here, Justin, would you rather be the fox chasing the rabbit here, or would you rather be kind of up front trying to play a little bit of defense off of Tyler Massey?
Man, if it's me, I really believe I want to be the chaser right here. Maybe force the leader into a mistake. Try not to wear your stuff out. That's where you're going to have to play that little dance there of figuring out where my car's at. Can I get back to the throttle a little quicker than he can? Is he going to be able to get out in front of me a little bit, and can I reel him back in? That's really going to be the question here.
I guess that was some cloud cover that came over the track earlier when things got really dark, but now the sun is peeking back out. That track temperature going to continue to rise once again. Now I'll hop on board with Nicholas Schell back here, P6, trying to get around Robbie Bice. Team Conti GG.
Hey, Sean,
yeah,
check
what's going
your
on?
messages, buddy.
Oh boy. Alrighty.
So we're riding around with, how about Shell? Shell had a tough week last week in Daytona. He was riding around making some good hay, got caught in a little bit of traffic, and I don't know if he was really finishing the position he wanted to. Making a good run here tonight at Phoenix. Robbie Bice sitting in front as we closing in here, almost on 50 laps completed.
I think, I mentioned Brian Huntley for bringing us on board here earlier, but we couldn't be here without the one, the only, the sponsors here tonight. And bringing up on the screen here this is, of course, the Bearded Bear Custom Hides 110. So huge shout out to them, as well as Admin Box, Extreme Scoring, Mad Dog Graphics. I mean, shoot, Extreme Scoring, such a cool software to have, especially to incorporate with SDK Gaming. Make it a little bit more easier on the audience to see what happens with driver penalties, etc. But we're cutting back to live coverage.
Caution.
Yeah.
Under caution.
Oh,
Extreme
man.
Scoring caution going to come out here at the desert.
I think this is a multi-car incident here with Anthony Lane as well as Nick. Let's try and take a look here. 1 second.
Did Anthony not stay in his lane? I'm sorry. I saved my opportunity. I took it. I apologize.
Once again off the dog leg.
Get it woven up there.
Oh,
Now, there it is.
that was Nick who ran into him
lucky
there.
fan. Yeah. Some lucky fans going home with that souvenir bumper. You say no? Them people are awesome. I want a piece of sheet metal to put in my room. I've seen so many of those. We're on board. Bang!
Justin, I'm right there with you. I think last IMSA race, I ended up going home with a Ferrari bumper. So I'm right there.
That is awesome. So, I was supposed to help Sean Friday night, and I apologize, Sean. I got tickets to the World of Outlaws sprint cars at Talladega.
Oh, there you
folks,
go.
About an hour from the house, and I was like, dang, can't turn that away.
No,
When I left, so I went into the pits and was hanging around man, what a shot there. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do there. You're either going to try to make it on the outside, which is kind of clawed. You try to get it to the bottom as fast as you can, but, man, just a wild-looking bump there.
So yeah, you met somebody who might have a little bit of a following there in the world.
Yeah,
of
I don't
Outlaw.
know if y'all know this guy out there in racing land. This guy named Casey Kane. I got to take a picture with him. Cool feller. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know who he is. He's a pretty cool dude, I guess. But no, we got ready to leave it. I mean, it was packed trying to get there. These guys had the whole wing off the top of a sprint car and was taking it home.
No way.
A whole wing, and I would have died laughing if I got on the interstate and I look over and there's a little, Chevy Impala with a sprint car wing hanging off the top of it.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, if you don't have the truck bed to put it in the back of, are you ratchet strapping that mug onto the top of your Impala? That's
Dude, you put
that's
that
pretty
on
good.
like a Prius, or you put that on like a little Honda Fit or a Smart Car, that baby's taking flight.
Oh yeah. Oh, too good. And man, Justin, hope you had fun there at the World of Outlaws. Hopefully you were wearing some goggles or some sunglasses at night there
No,
too.
you don't need them. That's just a suggestion.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Man, Cotton
Yeah,
Ball
you gotta have
Speedway
the
a little
safety
too dry
squints.
over here in Texas.
You gotta have the safety squinces. Here we go, folks. Rolling
Green
back
flag.
around. The Mad Dog graphics green flag and away back in the air. Kyler McCarthy. Remember, folks, McCarthy's got the damage on the nose from earlier in the run with contact with Brandon McKee. It's going to be interesting here. Can he get him cleared? No, sir. Kyler McCarthy. Is they going to work it back through? And what happened to King there? Did he pit off or something? He's currently back here in the 10th slot. He
Yeah,
was our
Cameron
leader there
King
for a
right
while.
here.
Him and Cameron's led most of this race. Going to be interesting to see what his car does in a little bit of traffic.
Cameron
They
did
had a lot of
pit.
clean air tonight.
So he is on those newer tires, and if you guys watched Phoenix last Sunday, the real race, Cameron right here is going to look like he's on the soft compounds. It's going to be like a video game driving up by all the older tires.
Yeah, and remember, he only got 4 set here, so he's got 2, and a lot of other people still got 3 sets. But I mean, I don't really disagree with that move there. You know, you're approaching halfway on the race, and I think that's a bold move to make. But if you feel like you're confident enough, you got the ball in your court, you feel like you can make it happen, hey, do it, son. I applaud the move here to maybe. Oh, Cornelius Brown, Brian Huntley gonna get tangled up together.
That was
Man,
another
that's a good
incident that
shot.
could have been huge. Could have sent one of those cars at 130, 140 miles per hour into the safer barrier, but another amazing save. We're able to keep this race going under green.
Yeah, really got to keep an eye there on King, watching him work back through the traffic.
You mentioned it about on that restart with Kyler McCarthy. I'm surprised that he's got the pace. I mean, look, you can see that nose is just dented in. It looks like the splitter is pointed upwards just a little bit as well. So he will be able to get most of, if not all that damage fixed within the next stop or two without losing too much time. I mean, track position here at Phoenix, really any short track in these next-gen cars, I think you're going to want to choose that every time over maybe just fixing a little bit of aero damages. Maybe
Yeah,
this
track position's coming into a huge play here. Huge play.
big time is look at Ryan looks like Cameron King. Yeah, that is on the newer tires right down the inside, and Cameron up to P6 now.
Yeah, Cameron up to P6. He's going to be looking for Shell next.
Oh no! Kyler McCarthy is around.
Oh!
That's my fault that time. That is my fault. And we'll stay green. Hell yeah, what a save, but unfortunate is, oh, you're going to lose just about everything you've worked for with that.
Yeah, that's a tough break there for McCarthy. He's going to come around and try to maybe hold on to something or either hope for a caution or either he's going to have to hit the pit. It depends on how bad damage that car is. I mean, right side's caved in pretty good. Nose is obviously caved in. Car still drives all right. So we're going to go look back here as him and Fitz going to go at it. Oh,
Looks like
what a
that was
pop there.
self-induced
Nice.
almost.
Woo. Yeah, Lucky got a little loose there coming off the corner, and I mean Fitz is going to be close there, coming off the corner right there. Not a whole lot he can do.
We'll take one
Yeah,
more look
one more
at it
time.
here.
Bang. Yeah, and it looks like Robbie Bice may have caught a piece of McCarthy there. Coming off the corner will be interesting to watch and see as Kyler keeps it rolling.
All right, I lied. One more look here just so we can try and see if there was contact. Oh,
Yeah, I wondered if Fitz just kind of got behind him there. He obviously didn't make any contact, but
could have made an
a little bit of arrow.
loose or- yeah.
Yeah. That's net code. That's what the kids say. It's net code.
Now, Justin, this race is, I mean, going by extremely fast lap times in the 30-second area, so Already lapped 60 out of 110. This is just kind of popping up in my mind, but I know you said you'll be down in Talladega in a few weeks' time when NASCAR goes there. Shoot, might have to meet you over there, man. That'd be a great time there on the Boulevard.
Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with the Boulevard, especially on a Saturday night when they do the concert. I mean, what happens on the Boulevard stays on the Boulevard. You don't speak about it. Whoa, Huntley going to go way up the racetrack.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Brian was, he mentioned to me that Phoenix was just not his best, not his favorite track. But shoot, running P6 and with 2-3 amazing saves today, able to keep Alex Pollock now, which we've seen the pace out of that number, yellow 20 Camry. Shoot, this is a great run for Huntley today.
Yeah, Huntley's really making some good moves, playing smart here. You know, it may not be his favorite track, but, man, he's running real good. Good to see right there for the SVG Hot Rod.
Looks like maybe overdriving it into that last turn for what's coming to the start-finish line as Alex once again tries to look down the inside. Contact between the 20 and the 88 as Brian gets a little bit better run off as he scrapes the wall this time by.
Ooh. There ain't going to be any quarter panel or body panels left on that right side for most of these kids and adults when they get done. Holy cow. I can't say nothing. I probably wouldn't have any panel left on the car after I raced here.
Do you like, I mean, I know that you kind of come from the shorter track kind of area, besides Talladega, of course, but, I mean, you like shorter tracks as your preference there, Justin, or you like a little bit bigger tracks, even super speedways?
Nah, I'll stick with my short track speedway, or I would stick with short tracks every day. Now, sure, I like to mix in a little super speedway run every once in a while. You know, you hop on there, get in the Draft Masters for a little bit, maybe run a little bit of that. But, man, nothing like lining up. I'm not a huge fan of USA. I can't stand that place. That one's too big. But you go to Five Flags or Lanier or something like that, man, I love those kind of tracks. Man, look at King here. He has worked his way up to P4 right there, passing the number 58 of Shell. King has got some speed.
If he's able to make this strategy work, because you're never going to want to end the race with a set left in the pits. So, I mean, if you're Cameron
Can't
King,
take them home with you.
Yeah, exactly. So, especially, I mean, let's see when these cars last pit. You should see a graphic pop up on the right side of your screen here in just a few moments' time. So our drivers on newest tires is 4th and 5th, King as well as Pollock. And then a little bit further back in 8th place, Hooligan. It's Robert in the 126, also on newer tires. So expect King, Pollock, and Hooligan to start to cycle to the front if this run continues to go on here.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what the fuel cycle kind of window is there. I don't laps you're able to kind of stretch that out on. You know, tires may be good, but you know, only on 70% of fuel, so that'll be interesting to watch here as we get winding down in our laps here, Sean.
Yeah, we are approaching lap 68 out of that 110. Got Massey still up front by just over 0.4 of a second. Matthew Fitz, Robbie Bice, Cameron King, Alex Pollock, those newer tires starting to themselves. Is that DeWalt number 20? I mean, it's got the colors for it. Got the
DeWalt Dr. Pepper. I didn't know Dr. Pepper made a drill. That's news to me. Dr. Pepper flavored bits. I don't think those would taste very good.
No, shoot. A little hard to get down the
Is
pipe.
that Hooligan?
It looks like that was Hooligan. That number 68.
Just a love tap. Just a love tap. That's all it is. I know Valentine's Day is behind us, but that was a little love tap.
Cornelius Brown up to 10th place. How about Joshua Small? He's up 3 spots at the start. And Cameron, well, Tyler Myers there in 12th. And Cameron Smith and Tyler Doug. I mean, up 11 and 13 spots. Great run for these drivers, even though they're running back in 13th, 14th, respectively. Justin Steves, Kyler McCarthy, 15th, 16th.
Yeah, you got Lawson McKee and going to round out the 17th and 18th slot there. Man, it's you hate that for McCarthy. He had a lot of speed early on in this race, and he's Just trying to bide his time here to catch a piece of the wall there. Man, it's going to hurt your points, but, hey, it's still a long season here. One race can really hurt you, but, you look back at it and just try to string a couple more together. Can't hurt it too bad. Yes. Yeah, and it's looking like he's content where he's at. Just going to keep making laps, and if a caution comes out, it could be a huge break for him. But he's really going to have to hope and pray for that caution to come out. Speak of the devil, look at me go! Listen, man, just call me Raven Simone, baby. I can see the future. Oh, Brandon. Bang. There it is. Bang. Oh, no. No. Massey's going to take it. Oh, Fitz going to get right through there. Oh, my goodness. Lock up the brakes. Oh, Huntley's going to be in it. Cornelius Brown going to get it checked up. Oh, my goodness. And you hate that for the 17. Man, he has been strong. Battled in third, got up to second, raced with the leader for a while. You just hate that. Falling around. Bang. Barely missed the fifth. Yeah, man, you hate that. Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like that right front's damaged him pretty good, right where McKee spun and caught him. So here we go. Our fifth caution, Sean, brought out. The caution sponsored by the folks over there at Mad Dog Graphics. We appreciate them. Extreme Scoring, Admin Box, and Bearded Bros Custom Highs is their official sponsors of the Bump and Run series, and Bearded Bro Custom Highs is going to be our expense sponsor tonight. We appreciate all those folks. Make sure you check them out at home. Man, you hate that for Massey. You really hate it for Huntley, too. Huntley had a great night going. As you were talking to him earlier, said he wasn't really confident here at finish, but, man, he had a great run going tonight. Yeah. No, it does. This track right here is so tiny like that. It takes one person and it'll stack them up. I mean, just like we watched Sunday, excuse me. Is here we go. Back to some green flag racing brought to you by Admin Box. The green flag back in the air. So we got some new contenders back up here at the front. Fitz, King, Schmall going to bring us back through the dog leg and back around, Sean. And Nick Shell and Bice really going at it here. I'll be interested to see what that number 92 does, Sean. He had a lot of speed earlier, worked his way back to the traffic. Does he try to play the long game here? Is he going to try to get to the front and try to put a gap between him and Fitz? I'm not talking anymore. I'm done. Man. Did Vice just kind of send it in there? Yeah, I think that's just a good case of two cars fighting for the one spot. One of them's got to lose, one of them's got to win. And yeah, as we're coming up to lap 81, it's going to leave us 29 to go here. Duel in the Desert, brought to you by the Bearded Bros Custom Hides Company. All right, so King, going to have some work to do. Not saying he's down without, but he's going to really have to get after it. This top five really all put together. Myers kind of have a strategy. Small and Smith can also look for that also, but we shall see. Putting on some good racing up here. Neither one of them's going to give up. Whether it be wrecking one another. What a move there. Holy cow, King. Yeah, I'm wondering right now, did that 9 catch a little bit of damage on the right front? Right front looks a little bit caved in there. I got my speculars on. I'd like to just give a shout out to Dougie, man. Running 11th right now, and he's trying to get in the top 10. How about you? that's going to come into play. I mean, this track's really tightening up, and it's going to be starting to see a lot of haymakers get thrown, and how far can you really drive it in there? Maybe get a little bit experimental here with the different lines you run. See if you can find one of your own and maybe make something happen. Laps, man. Cornelius Brown sneaking up. Here he comes. Going to look on the inside of Bison. A little bit of contact there. Bison Brown going to go at it there. Spit's going to look in the review and say, keep at it, boys. Cornelius Brown. Run that thing in there, son. Bison going to lose a little bit of time there. Cornelius Brown going to have hit. Bison. Here's Bice going to go a little squirrely there. Tries to get, I think he gets back to the throttle right there, and it tries to spin around with him, but good save there, partner, on keeping it straight. Caution! Caution on the speedway. Oh, no. Bang! He just pinballs. Bang! Oh, Cornelius Brown, no! Cornelius. Man. Man, you hate that. You really hate that. Is everybody going to hit pit road here? Yeah, boy, Terry, keep giving him hell, Terry. Sean, we can't hear you, buddy. We can't hear you on the YouTube.
Oh boy. Was that
boy, here we go.
Was that all race? Don't tell me that was all race. Oh my gosh.
No, I just got a text from somebody watching.
Okay, Justin.
What's up out there in YouTube land? We appreciate you watching and hanging out. Harvest, we agree, buddy. The 31 needs a talking to after the race. I get it, Ray, but don't hold the brake the whole time. Bounce off the wall and in inside wall like 4 times. Yeah, Harvest, I'd agree. I agree. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Justin, and as well as Justin's buddy who just saved my ass there. I don't know how my mic got muted within OBS, but you just saved countless nights of no rest there.
That's my cousin. Can I give a shout out to my cousin?
Yeah,
Hunter,
dude,
I know you're out there watching.
him,
What's up, buddy? What's up, Hunter?
Oh my gosh, tremendous save there. I think we're about to see a few saves from these drivers on older tires. One more look at, well, everybody in the top 8 on the same tire. Oh, Justin, as well as your cousin, saving my butt. And I'm going to give it to you here, Justin. Take us away on this restart.
Here we go, folks. We're back to green in the desert. Brought to you by Bearded Bros. Custom high. Fanning out.
Contact between P2 and P3
Bang,
is now
boom,
is that
Fitz,
Mike?
No!
Matthew Fitz goes around.
Bang,
87
little
involved.
bump into the wall. No!
This is so reminiscent of what we saw Sunday, Justin, and I think we're going to see some more of this.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to. I mean, it's the only way to race the way they race here. It's going to be tight racing. It's going to be beating and banging. You just got to make the most out of opportunities given.
Taking a look at the restart here, and as we get more and more restarts, this is just going to be an opportunity for drivers to cut down the inside of one another in this dog leg. Here we have just contact of the 87, and white and black car sends Matthew Fitz.
Bang! 12 is just, unfortunately,
yeah, that's the 12
unfortunate bystander there.
Of Josh Small, and if we could, I don't know why I'm talking like I'm not my own producer here, but here we are on board with Josh Small. Going to take an on-board look with him.
So they're on board with Joshua Small, and yeah, he poor guy. He's just kind of there and wrong place, wrong time. I hate that for him. He had a great run going tonight in that body armor number 12, but man, Phoenix is just one of those tracks. You're not going to have one spinner. You're going to have at least 2 or 3 collecting in a wreck, and it's give or take on how many, really.
So let's see. I'll slow this down before Matthew gets involved here, but yeah, that was the contact between the 2 cars in front of him, and then Matthew running his own line, his own race, just his front right nose gets clipped, and then just sends him right around.
Yeah. What's that other number right there that got collected? I mean, somebody got to check his draws.
Oh, man.
The 87.
Justin Steves, Joshua
Steve's
Small
gone.
there. Kyler McCarthy looks, I mean, if that nose just isn't as damaged as it was earlier tonight, Justin, he might have gotten involved there as well.
Yeah. McCarthy's just trying to salvage a finish here, and I can't blame the man. I mean, hey, listen, they're taking each other out, and McCarthy's sitting 13th. He's in the pit right now, but listen, you can bring this puppy on to P10. Hey, you did something.
You did, and shoot, let's take a look at the points once again. We got a whole season in front of us as now the pace car lights are out, but yeah, with Kyler McCarthy before this race leading in the points overall, now a lap down. I mean, Matthew Fitz their P2 and getting involved in last wreck. This is going to be huge for playoff and even point implications. And you might think I'm crazy talking about this stuff only 2 races into the season, but it all matters. Every single point matters approaching and, getting closer to the end. But in only race 2, Nicholas Schell, Cameron King, some newer names up out front besides Cameron King, obviously. Terry, our Canadian driver here tonight, up 23 spots since the start of the race, our biggest mover tonight. You shouted him out early, Justin. That's a good run for that number 14.
Yeah, good run there for the 14th. Lights are off on the pace car. You know what that means, Sean?
Let's do it, boys. Nicholas Schell, Cameron King.
We're back to green in the desert, baby.
Field is in your hands as now we are once again looking 3 wide for the lead. Who takes it? Nicholas Schell, Bobby Bice, that number 28, getting just a little bit rough with the number 58. Gives him the room and takes the spot on exit.
Here we go. Man, they are beating, banging. Now's the time you're not going to make friends. That 58 knows his beat him, and he's going to drive it like he stole it, baby. Going to have to if he wants to get the win. As King got in a little wreck earlier, bouncing back. But how long can he keep it going? His Bice is there all over him. That rear view mirror going to have a lot of Monster Energy Ford Mustang, Sean.
Man, it is, and so is Cameron King. Is another big incident.
Oh, the 14. Oh, another beating and banging going on. The 31 plows in.
No, boys. More drivers involved.
We got 10 to go, fellas.
Oh, boy, here we go. This is down into the dog leg. We're looking for 3 wide, and once again, contact with the 28. And that's again. This is a different incident, but looks the exact same. Oh my gosh, Fitz once again involved hard into the safer barrier.
No, I think that's the last wreck.
That is, oh my gosh. I was gonna say, man, what did Fitz do for some bad
Here we
luck?
go.
Here we go.
Yep.
Oop.
Oh, bang, hooligan, bang into the wall. Oh my goodness, McCarthy misses it. 31 gonna get in the 14, and
We might want to
yet
check
again
on
gonna
some
see a
wrists
lot of
there.
guys, a lot of new faces up front. I mean, just banked it,
Get another angle of that, but then I
balked
mean,
it,
and bonked it.
kerplunked it. Man, he just did just about everything on the book.
All right, let's get another angle of this incident. See, I mean, it's hard to tell with the glare there, and then, okay, you're clear, so there's really no contact here yet, and then it's into the braking zone. Is that Robert Hooligan who maybe gets just a bit deep and then gets the worst of it? I mean, oh my gosh, round and round he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. And then going to tow it to the pits.
Probably the best move. Probably the best move. It sucks, but it's probably the best move.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Guess while we have the moment, let's shout out who makes this possible for us once again. Of course, Bearded Bear Custom Hides, Admin Box, Extreme Scoring, Mad Dog Graphics, and hey, we can't forget about the Bump and Run website there, as that gets all the information to you that you would need heading into race weekend. Lights are out on that iRacing safety car. We are 2x2, and look at this field compared to what it was at the start of the race. Lots of cars. Matter of fact, half of them either a lap down or just in the pits now.
Yep, and right here, gloves are off, and you get aggressive. You got 8 laps here of a shootout that's supposed to happen here at Phoenix. So I don't know if you eat popcorn out in Phoenix or what, but I guess grab your tumbleweed and hang on.
Justin, who you got, man? Who you putting the house on?
I think you got to go with King. He's been strong all night. He's worked through traffic to get back to the spot, and I think you got to go with King. But Bice has been at his door knocking. He's like a Jehovah Witness. He won't go away.
Well, we are
Here we
2x2
go.
in the desert.
Green flag back in the air here at Phoenix. 7 laps to determine your winner here in Arizona, Sean.
Man, Cameron King, what a jump. What a restart. But Robbie Bice, he says, hey, I'm not here to play around. Down the outside, trying to make it stick. Corner exit's going to be so crucial here. As a matter of fact, he's there, side by side, even run, heading into turn 3 to lap 6 to go. Matter of fact, Robbie Bice has the momentum on that higher side, gets into the wall.
Yeah, let's not count out Campbell. He is sitting in third in the catbird seat. All it's going to take is King and Bice catching up with one another, and Campbell going to have the hot shoe. So it's going to be interesting to watch here.
Campbell's there, and he's contact with Robbie Bice.
Oh, he's going to collect the field, the 58, the 12, the 28, all involved here. Check out 42. Good job.
Cameron King, Christopher Campbell, and Alex Pollock will be our first through third after that incident. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what Sunday and Saturday was like. Let's take a look at our aerial coverage of it. Gonna have to back it up so we can see what happens. This is Robbie Bice along the outside. We'll slow it down. Whose fault was it here?
Looking aboard here. Yo, Goodyear blimp providing us with some great coverage. The 68 and the 28 going to make contact there. And again, I think that's just a matter of same spot and everybody wants it. Unfortunately, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose.
Oh, that's so tough, as then the big one happens. Track gets damn near blocked up. We'll take another look here. This time not our aerial cam, and I mean, we'll have to back it up one more time here. Sorry, folks. Here we go.
Okay. I forget.
Thank you, Justin. 28 up top, 68 down low, and just not enough room there for both cars on exit, as Cameron King will make it by, as well as does, oh, the 58 almost, but Alex Pollock, we might have to hop on board or at least show his driver cam on this final restart if I can remember to. The 20, he's been up and down all throughout the field today.
Yeah, he has, and he's battled back. You know, early on it was him and King side by side for the lead, and it dropped a little bit there. But here he is sitting P3. He's going to be right on King's bumper when they get going again here shortly, and it'll be interesting to see how aggressive some of these guys get. So we're pulling back around, getting side by side once again. A little bit of damage there on the 20 hot rod for Pollock.
Check out all the sponsors he's got on there. What is that, 92XXI? That's pretty funny. Looks like a designed...
Slush puppy. I love slush.
Oh, yeah, man. Dr. Pepper Cherry, Zero Sugar. A shout out on that number 28.
Ooh!
All right. This is what we have waited all week for in the Bump and Run series. Does Cameron King, with all of his pace today, come out on top, just like Christopher Bell did on Sunday? Or do we see a new player, possibly in that Christopher Bell scheme, Alex Pollock? Safety car should be coming in. Matter of fact, he is. We are 2x2 heading into the restart zone now.
So here we go, coming down the back stretch. All right, Sean, here we go. We're on board with Pollock.
Look at that, Alex
What's up,
Pollock.
bud?
Knowing that's...
We're on board. We can see you. Give them hell.
I'll cut off this in here just 1 second. I just want to see how focused Alex is up once the green flag drops,
Green
and just now.
Flag back in the air, Arizona. Oh, the lead are going to fun. Oh, my goodness.
No way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
If you had that on the bingo card, cash it.
What in the heck was that? Cameron King? Oh my God!
You got towed.
Justin, I don't know how you saw that on the onboard cam there, but oh God, dang it, boys! Every single front runner today, I feel like, has been taken out of the race with nothing of.
We're starting in the back of the pack next week. We're just going to talk about the back of the pack.
No kidding. I mean, look at this. This is green flag is out. Cameron King, he's still there on your quarter panel, man, and just moving up the track, keeps moving up, comes across the nose. Dang it, dude. Justin, I appreciate... I don't know how, again, you saw that since we were on board with Alex.
Well, I was watching Alex's live feed, and when I looked over, King was in front. I looked back over for a second, looked back, and there was no King. The King had been dethroned.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the events continue to turn us on our heads here in Phoenix. Matthew Fitz now back up to P3 after what was an eventful race earlier. That nose heavily damaged. The Chase Elliott scheme Lumar of Cameron Smith, number 9, up 20 spots on the day. And then that Tyler Reddick scheme of Tyler Myers up to P5. I would have lost my house. I saw Alex Pollock coming out of, quite frankly, what was nowhere. But with the amount of restarts that we've had today, Alex back now leading the race. And okay, look at the sunshine now. That's right in our driver's eyes, approaching this green-white checkered flag as you make your way back down into turn 3, especially under racing conditions. I mean, that's a huge distraction. iRacing simulating just about everything you can imagine, and it doesn't stop at just the track, man. iRacing simulating even the sun, even the glare that comes off of the hood and the front windshield of these next-gen cars.
Yeah, they do a good job of that. And well, Sean, we're under caution for the 10th time here at Phoenix. We're going to have basically green-white checker conditions. You know what that means, right?
I do appreciate the league owners here because we would probably be here for double the time if they weren't doing what's got to be, fast-forwarded yellows to where we're not. Yeah, we don't have the commercial breaks here. We got one commercial to show, and that's iRacing itself. So,
what happened to Pollock?
Pollock, let's see. Yeah, Alex Pollock. He
Hang on,
wasn't
they're going back to green,
Oh,
Sean.
boy.
Here we go. Matthew Fitz is back up front, but he's got Campbell on the outside. Fitz, if you remember, folks, earlier got a little bit of caution. They're going to fan out everywhere.
2
Holy
laps to
Toledos.
go. Here from the duel in the desert, Fitz takes the lead. Campbell, P2. He's still right there, close enough to make a move. The 9 and the 45, Smith, Meyer, side by side for P3.
Fitz going to throw the block coming off the corner. You best believe Campbell's fishing to race him hard here. Going to drift up the track just a little bit. And Fitz looking to go back to back. He's got one more lap to do it. Here comes the 9.
Oh, he's there. They are side by side out of turn 2.
Can he keep him side by side coming through the corner? Off the wall is Fitz. They're going to go 3 wide. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, contact. Oh, my gosh. Matthew Fitz.
Matthew, hit the gas.
Go, Matthew. Go, go, go.
What a finish.
Cameron.
What a finish.
Cameron. No, our graphics software showing Matthew Fitz.
Matthew Fitz at the lot. Holy Toledo's. What a finish.
Hold your
the
horses,
12 going to
folks.
take out the 9 in the background.
Hold your horses.
Oh, my good gracious.
I'm showing
What a finish.
0.00 on the unofficial results, so they're called unofficial results for a reason. Oh my gosh, 2, 3, 4,000 looks at this replay here. This could be a dead tie.
ESPN, call iRacing and tell them we want this show. What an absolute finish from the duel in the desert. Let's go on. Look back here with the 9. He's going to send it off into the 68. All I know is man on the radio. Fitz going to drift up the racetrack, and the 9 says foot meet throttle. As they're going to race it to the stripe. Oh, my goodness. What a finish.
Okay,
I wish we had a finish on camera.
There's been one other time that I've been producing a broadcast, and we've actually had to bring in iRacing developers because of the gap at the line, and we'll try and get a better look here, but I'm showing Matthew Fitz as the winner at the moment. Cameron Smith P2 by 0.00 seconds, and well here, it's okay. Let's try to get a really nice look at the line camera. Let's try this one more time. Here's that contact, 68 cents. I mean, into the safer barrier, and let's see if this is a better angle here. No, it's not going to look like it. I
don't know, man. I feel like the 9 of Smith has that.
I do too. I don't know why the graphics out. Let me check iRacing here. Matthew Fitz as well is the winner on iRacing side, and okay, I really hate to do this, but hang with us, folks. I'm going to adjust the iRacing cameras so we can get. Okay, yep, here we go. I don't know what. How does the 69 win that?
iRacing.
Let's see it. I mean, extra slow-mo here. Drivers that are waiting for the driver interview, hang with us 1 second, because I mean,
now I'm curious there if maybe Fitz's front right tire gets to the stripe before maybe.
Let's take another
maybe
angle
Smith
here.
gets there.
Again, I hate to be messing with stuff like
no,
this.
No, we got to have this. This is good for the folks at home. They'll understand. Oh my goodness, what a drag race! I mean, let's look at Fitz's left front tire right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That is, I'm going back on my tuition there. I think the 9. I mean, he is clearly. Look at the front splitter. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. God dang it. Okay. Let's get the driver interviews taken care of and out of the way first, and then we'll come back and dissect this a little bit more as one more look here.
Look at Fitz's tire right here. I just want to make note of that. That thing is turned sideways.
Can we get an overhead? Here we go. Better look. Yeah, man, that thing is about as sideways as you can get it, and
and I can. I appreciate them racing it out and not bumping and banging. They raced this thing clean. I want to give a shout out to both of those guys because, I mean, they could have beat and banged and took each other out, but, man, they kept it clean.
Just everybody watching at home, even if you're an iRacing dev, last time on Makoni Entertainment, we had to contact you. If you're for some reason watching, please fill us in on how the 69 won this thing. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break for you guys and get this thing all sorted out, get talking to our top 3 in just a few moments' time. Stick with us here on SSN.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Oh boy. Okay. Guess I need to drag in Matthew first here. Matthew, you got a copy, man?
Yes, sir, I do.
We're still losing our mind up in the booth. We're going to take a look at the white flag lap. If you could, I know it's not going to be synced up very well, but you're just now coming to the start-finish line on our screen here for the last lap. Would you mind us just walking us through what in the hell you were thinking?
I got involved in that wreck with Robbie when he got kind of spun up in the wall. I knew my car was real damaged. I was like, I need to do everything I can. He got to the inside of me, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pinch it down, get a run, and I thought I lost it right here. Luckily enough, he just kind of got into it a little bit harder, and I just went full send, you know. I was 20 to go. I was full send. That was just where it was, so, you know, I did everything I could right there.
Man, you did, and it was... Even Justin complimented you. Y'all kept it amazingly clean there at the finish. Great racing between you and Cameron Smith. I'm still showing 0.00 on the gap between first and second. I guess it is iRacing showing you on your end as the winner.
Yep, I'll take it.
Hey, there you go.
Well, they say the transponder is in the middle of the car, so I can't. I'm not going to argue. I'm going to take the win when I can get it. I honestly didn't think I had a chance. I know I started on the outside line. I mean, obviously, you can see right there, my car is just destroyed, man. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm just going to give her all hell. I ran as defensive as I could. I know I pinched the 68 down a little bit, you know, on with 2 to go, and then I just gave it everything I had on that last run.
Man, that's the name of the game, giving it all you had. And, I mean, it was clean on our part as well, with a not-so-clean front bumper on that race car. Congratulations once again on Matthew Fitz somehow winning here in Phoenix, Arizona with that 0.00 gap. Justin, before I ask if you have any questions for Matthew, anybody that you'd like to shout out or thank that makes this possible for you to come out and race with us every Tuesday night?
Yeah, you know, first and foremost, I want to shout out to you guys and the league owners. You know, this league isn't what it is without you guys. So, you know, keeping everything going, the people in the background, you know, just doing what they can to help out the league. I want to give a shout out to my teammates for this league, Robbie and Kyler. You know, we were running real good together. You know, there's some misfortunes here and there. I even ran into some misfortunes. But it was just take the gambles where you can, do what you can, and see where we could finish. Then I want to shout out to Team Sparkle Unicorn. That's my main team that I run with. They're just a great group of guys. Maybe someday we'll get a couple of those guys over here running with us. But again, thank you to you guys. So.
I appreciate that, Matthew. That's what keeps us going up here in the booth. And man, Justin, You said it when the commercial break was happening. Never have you ever. Oh my gosh, what a race, what a finish. You got anything for Matthew?
I don't, but Matthew, man, great race there. You and Cameron put on a photo finish there. I just want to say kudos to both of y'all keeping it clean. And Matthew, does that give you some momentum kind of going into the next couple weeks?
I'll tell you what, finishing second in that last race at Daytona, and then, obviously getting first place here helps out a lot in points. So, I'm just looking forward to the next few. We're getting into some tracks that I really enjoy with Las Vegas, Martinsville, and Bristol. So we'll see where we're at. Cameron, again, I want to shout out to you, man. That was a real tight race. It was a good run, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate you hopping on board with us for this driver interview, Matthew. Congratulations once again at winning Phoenix. Cameron, we got a copy.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Sorry, I'm a little frustrated with that finish.
No, I'm right there with you, man. 0.00 at the line. As we just now take a look at the white flag from your perspective. Walk us through that last lap.
Yeah, I was just watching them dance around. I was hoping they were going to make a mistake, and I was waiting to capitalize on it. Thought I might have had something here in turn 1 and 2. They kept it together. Down the back stretch, looked like Matthew got up in the wall, and so I was just following Chris Campbell there, and just got in the back of him. I feel horrible for it. Don't like finishing that way, and thought I had him at the line. It really does look like I beat him to the line, but, scoring says otherwise. So a little frustrated with that, but first and foremost, I want to apologize to Chris Campbell because that was not intentional whatsoever.
It really didn't look intentional, and even with a name like Bump and Run, our viewers might think that they may see a bump and run, but no, from what I have seen, especially in this league so far, it's been all clean. Really nice racecraft and really good sportsmanship between one another.
Yeah, Chris Campbell and I, we get along pretty well, and I always race him clean. He races me clean. And basically, I think he just braked a little bit earlier than I was expecting there.
That's exactly what it looks like.
And I was too close to him, and there was just nothing I could do. I was not paying as much attention to where he was braking as I was to the battle between those two, hoping they were going to slide up and maybe I could make a 3-wide photo finish or something crazy like that, steal one maybe. But it just didn't work out that way. So, happy with the second place finish. I came in with literally a lap and a half of practice. That's all I had.
Wow. Very impressive. And I know that you are an A-class driver. What is that oval I rating once again?
2,700, I believe.
Hey, there you go. And even without much practice, that was a really great run today, and we're trying to get one more look at the start-finish line here. But anybody that you would like to thank or makes it possible for you to come out and race with us every Tuesday night?
I just want to thank the league for having me. Mostly I don't have any other leagues that I race in besides this one. I'm pretty much fully committed to BNR. I've been here since the get-go, running with the same guys. So just glad to be able to put a show on for everyone and be a part of it. These are tough. I see it right there. I see that right there looks like I beat him to the line.
It really does, and I was telling Justin and our YouTube viewers, I was a part of a Maconi Entertainment broadcast I was producing where this exact same thing happens, where we had 0.0 at the line, and in that case, our graphics software was actually different than the official iRacing results, but looks like for some reason iRacing results still showing the 69 in front. So, man, great race tonight, yeah. And thank you once again for hopping on board with us, Cameron.
Well, thank you.
Alrighty, I know we got that P3 Tyler Myers in chat as well. Tyler, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, I know you kind of saw that happen in front of you there. What was your mindset going through this whole race and even gaining 10 spots since that start? I think you had a really good run tonight, man.
Yeah, just kept my nose in check and kept it clean. Like Cameron, I came in literally 15 minutes before the start, and had like a couple laps of practice, and the setup actually really was really nice tonight. It was it stuck wherever I wanted to stick.
Shoot, must have been a nice setup, yeah, with only 15 minutes of practice. I think maybe that was the way to go tonight, just staying out of the way of all the chaos that's ensued. I think that's, I mean, a smart move, especially.
Right.
So, anybody that you would like to thank or any sponsors that make this possible for you, Tyler?
Well, of course, I got a beer to bear customs and hides for Chris Campbell there. He gets us going here. Definitely. Well, shout out to just everyone in the league. It's been a growing league ever since we started. And, I think we've got a good group of drivers.
Oh, it looks like it. I was just mentioning, I mean, the racecraft is crazy clean within this bump and run group. So, it's so much fun to watch.
Right.
And Tyler, congratulations on your P3.
Thank you. And it's Phoenix. You're gonna have those cautions. You see in the real life, they have a lot of cautions. So
Oh, big time.
we definitely had our share tonight.
Yeah, as it got closer and closer to the finish flag. I mean, rightfully so, but oh boy. Justin, you got anything for Cameron or Tyler here before we get going tonight?
Nah, I think both of them guys did a great job keeping their nose clean until the end, and good job, fellas. Looking forward to next week.
Right. Oh yeah, Vegas, baby.
Finally, some cookie cutter action. And we are going to have a great race there in the next gen cars. But this is gonna do it for SSN. Sean Stamp, Justin Goff in the booth. Any of you drivers got anything else you'd like to get off before we get signing off here?
I want to thank y'all for broadcasting us. Y'all have been watched last week's broadcast, and it was awesome. I can't wait to watch this one.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to watch any of the broadcasts yet, but I've heard good things, so thank you.
Oh, awesome. I appreciate y'all, and that's again what keeps us going. I was producing this week. I couldn't make it out last week as I just had little things going on, but yeah, I appreciate it, and hopefully everything on the producing end was well tonight. Justin, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and that's been it for an SSN production. Join us next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, gents. Good race, guys. That was